SK dni sú tu s dostovkami kupónov so zľavami na tisíce produktov.
And now they're getting the work that they deserve and the opportunities. Remember, Hottie's probably dreamt about this his whole life. To be compared on one side and Brandon on the other. The visa would allow him to come here. And of course, William Bonac, man, he's earned the right to be in this call-out.
Back double bicep.
Brandon looks good.
I think Dexter looks a little heavy around the midsection. So back, it looks like his waist has gotten a little bit blocky down low.
Gentlemen, relax.
And the skin is getting just a little bit loose.
Everyone take a step. Steve, take a step. Rolly, take a step.
In Rolly's relaxed position here, you can see he's soft. The hamstrings are soft. The glutes are soft. He's just a little bit off by comparison to a year ago.
Let's see if they move Steve somewhere back.
On that stage.
William and Hani.
Condition, man. You know, this is Rolly Winkler's shot. He owns the most muscular shot, but I think without the detail, the wow factor's gone. Look at
holding in their 40s. Vince Taylor was that master. He had that 5-year Masters Mr. Olympia run from 40 to 45.
Yeah, and then you had Albert Beckles. I mean, Vince and Albert Beckles are the guys that are the new Dexter Jackson.
But 49 years old, almost 50,
yeah,
to be top 6 again.
What he's doing is nothing short of amazing. Good job. It's just soft. So now we're going to see what the next level of competitors.
There's Cedric.
And don't be surprised if after looking at these comparisons that one of these guys tomorrow night, or even two of them, might wind up getting recalled out with what we just saw, which means some of those guys in that top 6 may wind up changing places with one of these cats. So that's to be seen. So what I'm looking at with my professionally trained eye, Tim, which is why they pay me the big bucks, is this is the call-out, a lineup that I think that Cedric should win.
Front double bicep.
He is one of those guys structurally that should win this call-out comparison. Luke Sandow's the only one I think qualified to knock him out of this, but I just don't think he brings. And that's the advantage some athletes have. Sometimes you're just blessed with great genetics. It doesn't mean you don't work any less or any harder than the next competitor, but when you put all the pieces together and you have this shape, your eye gets drawn to it. And in this lineup right here, you get drawn to Cedric's silhouette by comparison to the other 3 gentlemen.
Back double bicep.
It's always hard for me when there's 4 and they start around to know who's in the middle.
Yeah. Gifts just take him to another level. This is Lucas's best shot. His back double bicep is the one that I think gets him to the Olympia. And then he kind of fades in certain other poses, right?
I can absolutely see that. Now let's...
You got these two guys, and nobody's wider than Akam, but his skin is so thick, you just can't see the crispness.
Side tricep.
Now that's a great shot for Cedric.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of some of the taller guys to get those lines that Cedric gets. Sometimes you get a little blocky, you get down in that 5'4" to 5'6" range. It's hard not to be blocky. And to get those big sweeps and those big lines like Cedric has, they're just aesthetically pleasing.
Right. Well, and Cedric's done a very nice job building up the pecs and the delts and getting big arms and those big hanging traps. It sets everything off.
Oh, wow. Akam came to play.
Yeah, I mean, for Akam, he's done the best with what he has to work with, right? Again, if he could just bring that up into his abdominals and get some more intercostals and separation in the abdominal wall, he'd be in the mix. Lucas has some nice feathers on his quadriceps.
And some great separation.
And that's why he hits the poses that he does. He knows which poses accentuate those body parts.
Thank you.
And you can see Luke's hand down, his quads are just holding a little bit of film of water, and his glutes definitely holding water into his hamstrings.
You can't help but think at his age that he's got a lot of good years ahead.
Yeah, no question. He came on strong at the Arnold Classic this year.
Jonathan and Juan.
So this is the last call out. I'm surprised that we didn't see Patrick a little bit earlier. He's got such beautiful lines, and he's in good condition. And again, I told you somebody might rise up by tomorrow night. If anybody's going to rise up right now, I think Patrick might rise up. They might look at him a little bit more here.
Pop into that top 10.
Yeah, because I would have loved to see him in that last call out against Lucas and Luke Sandow and Lucas Osladell.
All right, fans, I know you're watching the Men's Open Prejudge. We still have the 212 coming up, with Flex Lewis retiring from 212. We don't know that he's retiring from bodybuilding, Sean.
Correct.
That's an open title, and that's going to be really exciting tonight.
That's what everyone's sticking around tonight to see. This is our first introduction to real muscle with these cats right here. But the 212 is a barnstormer, and the finals are going to be interesting.
I was at Prejudge. It was tight.
Yeah, I know it was. It could go one of three ways on that 212 division. This one, though, is still kind of up to grabs. And mind you, they're going to come back. This prejudging is not over. They're going to come back with the first group of guys to take another look.
I like Patrick's physique.
He's got pretty skin color, too. That's not his natural color. Nice color that he's got. And he's got the quadricep splits. He's got the abdominals when he hits the front double bicep. Big arms for a big guy.
Yeah. Yeah, the expo was packed, meet and greet.